Welcome, welcome, Mr. Anderson. I already got to go away from the laptop. I got to get my charger. All right, we're back. Welcome to day number 4. I've been doing some serious digging information, and honestly, I think the main problem that I have had is sticking to one strategy. So, starting from now on, I like to keep these strategies simple. This is the only strategy model we're going to be going off by, okay? I promise you we're done with this DLR order block BS. I'm looking for a simple ongoing, simple strategy just to see whether it's profitable or not. Okay. Holy moly! Here we go. Ready. Rejection blocks. Hold on. Let me finish. What I'm looking for, simply, just a back test, is a sweep of liquidity. Whether, let's say, in a bearish scenario, right? I'm trying to take a short. I want to see price sweep some buy side liquidity, and I want to see the wick from the top to the very bottom of the top of the wick in this scenario, right? Mark that out. I'm gonna be aggressive with it. Yada yada, this and that, right? Okay. Too much yapping. Let me talk about today's Bible verse. The more important thing, right? I don't know what's going on with my music, bro. It's kind of lagging it. Oh, we'll listen to something else for now. All right, we're just gonna be back testing the profitability. I mean, I already kind of have been doing that, but I'll explain in a minute. Here's another scenario, right? Complete bottom wick. Most importantly, though, the most important thing I want to get out of this, I don't want to get it out the way. We want to really respect this. Proverbs 6:16-19. I wrote down, be peaceful. Be a peaceful man, okay? There is a lot of stuff going on in today's world, man. There is a lot of hatred. There is a lot of lust. There is a lot of pretending to need something in reality when all you need is God, okay? I am blessed, bro. When I tell you guys that I am blessed with the Holy Spirit, with God, with Jesus, I am blessed in a sense that I cannot explain to you guys how excited I'm going to be when I drop my video, okay? My testimony. And it's going to be everything that I've ever done in my life pretty much combined, okay? This success that comes with trading is going to be in that video included. My story, how the Lord has saved me, because I promise you that video, I will drop it when I succeed with trading. I'm currently in the moment of being saved, if not already been saved, right? Only God can see that I already have been saved. Ideally, right now, I'm working up to that idea that I will be saved. And it's up to me whether I'm going to choose that or not, because God gave me a free will. And honestly, I could just drop trading, start working my 9 through 5 only, rely on that for the rest of my life, and let that potential just die. Do you listen to me right now and you're like, okay, that's a good idea? Hell no, dude. Sorry. Hell no. That is not a good idea. I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to pursue this with all of my heart. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to build that audience, have an audience, build up my clothing brand, build up my brand. This isn't going to be the only way I really, make money. Okay? The idea isn't about making money. The idea is that, okay, if you guys are watching this in the near future, when I'm profitable, when I'm successful, when you see me winning and I'm posting all my stories, my Lamborghini or some fucking cool car, or I don't know, just me having a ton of money, I promise you, you're not going to see one gang area where I'm flexing this money, and you're going to see more posts of me giving back, because at one point, at this moment that I'm currently living in, at one point that you're seeing later on me with my success, at one point, aka right now that I'm recording this video, July 11, 2025, I want to give back to my community. And I'm not just going to be indulging in just fucking rich cars and shit, dude. Those are going to be obviously trophies later on that I could, have fun with. Those are going to be my gifts. Those are going to be like, okay, I earned this, but obviously I'm going to have kind of guilt, like I should be spending this somewhere else. People are in need of money. Why not share a trophy every now and then, right? But ideally, look, if you're watching this, my success is the proof that you alone are capable of whatever you think you are. If you have a dream, this is the one thing that makes me so mad, okay? People are saying, when I ask them, what do you want to do with your life, bro? I ask them all the time, what do you genuinely want to do with your life? Now, they're like, oh, bro, I'll probably go into HVAC or something to make a good amount of living, and I'll just go off that. I'm like, no, bro, what do you really want to do with your life, bro? There's no way you want to just go into HVAC for 9 hours of your day, unless you really enjoy this, unless you really enjoy doing HVAC or just engineering or whatever. I have all respect to you. You found something that you want to do in the career area. I'm happy for you. I couldn't find that. I'm trying to pursue something else. As a kid, I've always wanted to be a content creator. I've always wanted to create. That's what I want to do with my life, okay? And it comes to different ways that I'm going to be showing you guys in the near future, okay? But I asked these guys, what do you really want to do with your life? What do you, as a kid, have always wished for, dude? What is the little you in your heart saying, I want to do this with my life before I die? Because ultimately, what's going to happen is one day you're going to close your eyes and you're just going to realize if there is consciousness after death, did I do it? Did I do what I've always wanted to do as a kid, bro? And if you can look at yourself in the eyes, look into the eyes of the little you that you once were, bro. And if you could say we didn't do it, bro, we literally just died with no living dreams that we went through and experienced through during our lifetime, bro. Do you think are you gonna be happy with that, bro? Look, as a kid, I've always wanted to content create. As a kid, I've always wanted to create. I've never thought about dreaming of my dream job. I've never had a dream job, bro. I don't want to be destined to work for the rest of my life until retirement. I'm not going to waste my hourly days, my limited days, on working for somebody. I'm going to spend it living with what God has given me. And I'm going to work towards creating things so I can reignite spirits. That is my ultimate goal. I want to reignite the spirits. I want to reignite those people that say, well, maybe I'll go into HVAC just because they make a good amount of money. No. I'm learning this skill so I don't have to worry about money. And I'm not going to go spend it like stupid on materialistic things. Cars are different, bro. Okay, cars are just like, this is where you catch me off guard, bro. I'm not dreaming about like a Lamborghini SVJ, whatever the fuck they're called, dude. I'm dreaming about one day on a Saturday morning. I work on the weekends, by the way. One day this is my dream. One day I wake up on a Saturday morning. It's 7 in the morning. Instead of waking up to go to work at 6 a.m., I wake up at 7. And instead of putting on my work clothes, well, no, I'm just getting up. I'm texting my friends, hey guys, ready for the beach? Right? And we all like, I text my girlfriend, I text my friend, guys, let's get ready for the beach, guys, right? We promised that we were going to go to the beach this Saturday. We're getting ready. We stop by, I don't know, Denny's. We stop by Summer, right? I'm talking about my whole friend group, okay? We all go, get ready, and we all show up to Denny's. We eat, and then after that, we go to the beach. We play volleyball. You know, I'm hoping that everyone has energy enough to stay until like maybe sunset. We all enjoy the sunset. We have a campfire, and I could say I did not worry about missing things during that experience because I had the money to hypothetically go purchase those things that we were quote unquote missing, and we genuinely lived through the full experience because we weren't missing anything. Okay, maybe my friend had to go work. No, I'm not gonna let that happen, bro. I'm gonna be just simply saying one day my friends aren't gonna work because I'm gonna figure this shit out and I'm gonna teach them, and whether it's up to them whether they want to learn it or not. But if there ever comes an excuse that I can't go because I have work that day, dude, I'm just gonna be a little disappointed. I'm just gonna be a little disappointed because there comes freedom with this, bro. You need to remember that when you learn a skill, high income skill, this isn't about a career. This isn't about a job. If you are delusional as I am, bro, when I tell you we will succeed, bro, there will be days that we do not have to worry about whether we only have $5 in my bank account. I literally was in negative $200 to $300 last week, bro. I still basically am close to negative, bro. And I promise you, I always tell my mom, one day I will be the first millionaire in my family. I mean that on my fucking soul, dude. I will legit be the first millionaire in my family just to prove them wrong, just to prove that life isn't just about working. We have these expectations that we want to meet. We have these dreams, and you really think that a job is going to bring you there, bro? No, no. God made you to create. God made you to do something special with your life, okay? So be delusional. I don't know what it is the viewer is watching right now. I don't know what you want to proceed with your life, dude. Whatever it is, ignore absolutely everybody else. I literally have already 2 homies who told me completely. One homie stayed with me in the car for like 30 minutes telling me to give up on trading. I said, no, I'm not doing that. My other homie was telling me to quit on trading too. It's not possible. Bro, don't you dare tell me what's not possible and what is possible. Because at one point, some fucking guy woke up and decided he was going to go to the moon untouched, knowing that the moon has never been touched before. Do not tell me what is possible and what is impossible. Because at one point, the moon was untouched until one man in his heart decided he was going to go touch the moon. He was going to go see somebody else touch the moon with his work, with his hard work and dedication. He woke up that one day and said, I'm going to figure a way out that we could get to the moon. Okay? So if you think trading is impossible, I don't know what to tell you. There are people currently working, trying to get towards Mars, maybe as a team effort, but ideally it really just depends on the individual's efforts. Okay? It's all combined. Trading is more than possible to succeed with, and I will prove it to you guys. I promise you, I will prove it to you guys. When I do these mentorships, maybe I'll look back into this video later on, and I'll be like, I told you guys. Anyways, holy moly. Holy yapathon. Proverbs 6. 16 to 19. I wrote, be peaceful. There are things the Lord hates. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community. Do not be somebody that wants to cause trouble. Do not be a liar. Do not try to instigate something that's already going on terribly. Be a peaceful man. Try to find conflict. Try conflict. Yeah, do not try to find conflict. Try to find solution when there is conflict, okay? If you notice your friends are arguing, be the bigger person between both of your friends, because clearly if they're arguing and they keep going back and forth, nobody is bigger than the other person. They are simply the same. They're in the same mindset. Be the big person and just say, hey guys, stop arguing. This is not worth losing each other for. Maybe we should just talk it out, right? Be a peaceful man, okay? Be a righteous man. That being said, we're going to start off. And this is a model that I'm going to stick with. I'm going to do it it's really fast and simple. This is going to be the fastest backtesting session. We're finally getting a structure, okay? Rejection blocks. Ideally, what I'm looking for is, I'll explain. I'm looking for internal liquidity to be swept. The higher prominent liquidity, the better, right? What the heck just happened? Oh, what the heck? Rejection blocks. We'll figure out whether they're profitable or not. I'm looking for internal or prominent. Internal. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. Internal or prominent liquidity swept. Bearish. Right, so we're looking for that right off the bat. Bearish scenario. Up close candle. Bullish scenario. Swept. And we're going to be aggressive with it, okay? We're going to be aggressive. Limit order set aggressively. So that meaning I'm not going to use the equilibrium. I'm going to be using just simple, just off the test, off the legit, how do I say it? I'm literally just going to be simply using the tap. So limit order set aggressively. We're going to do January to now. So rejection blocks, I'm looking for internal liquidity swept, bearish liquidity swept. Up close candle, meaning if I sweep out this low, I want to see a up close. We're only going to be using the 5 minute for now, okay? Only using 5 minute for now. Only 5 minute for now. I only want to use the 5 minute for now. Okay, so these are the rules I'm going to follow through with. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and delete a few tabs. I don't want to delete, you know what? Screw this, dude. Starting fresh. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't want to delete the tab that I've been reading on. My Bible verses. Oh, no. There we go. Just that. Yes, this is Powell's strategy, by the way, okay? I'll explain in a second. I got his whole course on my phone. I watched everything. Close candle support. Up close candle support. I don't know what. Whatever, right? All right. Go back. Yeah, holy moly. Let's just delete everything. Backtesting. Backtesting one model. We're going to just start at a 50K. And we're going to only be doing, I think I was only doing NAS. Yeah, only NAS for now. We're just going to focus on the NAS. NQ. We're starting from all the way up to. Wait, have I prayed? I'm so sorry, guys. I have not prayed. We're going to get to praying right now. All right. So let's go and pray. In the Father name and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord Father, I want to thank you for the Spirit that you have presented to me, the Holy Spirit. Father, I want to thank you for filling my heart with the hole that I had left behind, Father, with the Holy Spirit. Father, Lord, please forgive us for our sins, me and the viewer, Father. As we know, we are both imperfect, we are human, we are damned in our own nature, Father, Lord. Forgive us for being such sinners, Father, Lord. Please allow us to continue growing and pursue success and pursue greatness, Father. We are the very delusional pair, Father. We are the most delusional pair, and we see things that the other people can't see, Father. And it is not a talent, it is not a gift, it is simply our own logic just in our head hitting. Why are we going to do this for the rest of life when we could simply have more? We want to outreach for more, Father, and I ask you, allow us to have that one day after our success is given to us. We want to be able to say we earned it with our hard work, Father, Lord. Please keep this viewer's circle safe. Please keep my circle safe, Father. This includes our family, our sisters, our brothers, our loved ones, our father, our mother, Lord. Please keep them safe, Father. Please allow us to continue growing, Father. If this person viewing has a meal in front of us, Father, Lord, please, I want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart for providing this person with the element of energy. And please allow us to become the best possible men of God, righteous people, Lord. Thank you for the hands to continue praying. With that being said, Father, name, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Sorry, I had to cut it short because I was about to burp. I did not want to burp. Alright. Rejection blocks. Holy moly. Let's get started. Right. I already see a rejection block. Funny. Right here. Sweep of liquidity. This is a down close candle. Never mind. I'm wrong. I do not care about that. Let's see here. Let's just go to. Well, this is new. Well, let's see if I could find one here. Right here. This could be considered a rejection block. Maybe. We did sweep this low down here. I would have liked to see price actually tap into some other type of PD array, but we unfortunately do not see that. Okay, right here. What did we see price? Oh no, we never really swept it. Actually, forget about it. Never mind. This is just a low. This is a high. This is a low. This is a high. Price does sweep. No. We didn't sweep any low here. Yeah. Oh. Another one right there, actually. So this is look. Let me show you guys what I'm saying. I think I see equal lows. No, sorry. This is just a random low here. But we also see this low, okay? And we do sweep it, and we even see an up close candle right here. This is another rejection block, okay? This is not one right here. That being said, what is that? What is going on over here? Why is that like that? Okay. So I drawed out a few rejection blocks if we ever come back up. There's nothing really prominent up here because we don't really see any highs being swept. Yeah, nothing prominent, but I'm just marking out. I just marked out a few. Let's see if we ever tap back into that. There's that tap back into this rejection block. I would not trade Asia, but just keeping an eye on it. Hypothetically, we were to take this. I likely would have already been stopped out. I'd probably target some weak internal liquidity up here. Let's see here. Let's see what price does off this right here. Yeah, that's, absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane the way price literally just rejected. We're going to start New York, okay? How about this? Let's just start New York and go based off that. We're going to be trading Asia, London, and New York. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you nothing prominent going on. We just have this low, and now we're pushing towards these lows down here. Is there anything prominent down here? Just this round low. I'm going to wait for the next. I'm going to just go off structure. I'm looking for a long, so I would look for a up close candle. Okay, did we sweep something down here at this low? 30 minute, maybe 15, 5 minute. Yeah, nothing too interesting. We did just tap into this PD array, I think. No. So nothing too interesting up here. We didn't really sweep anything here, though. I mean, you could say this is a rejection block right here. We swept out this high over here, unless this is an indecisive candle, so I won't be going off this because there is a possible indecisive. I mean, we literally, no, we have not. So, okay, let's see what price does. Yeah, completely rails through it. I don't want to consider this a high because this looks kind of indecisive to me. Because sometimes, what's it called? FX replay will literally mark out. Let's check it out. Thursday. Let's just go over here. Thursday. The start of the month. The first day. Let's check it out. Gosh, come on. There we go. Alright, is this Wednesday? This is Thursday. Thursday. Oopsie daisy. 5 minute. Going towards market open. Market open is here. Where was that area? This is, what was this? 610. Looking for the 610 candle. Oh, it was considered actually a area. Liquidity, I'm just not a big fan of that though. Low key, no cap. Not a big fan of that right there. Alright, that being said, we could have definitely tried taking that short, but not too prominent. We did have internal liquidity swept, and we also did have a fair value gap that was rejected, so that adds even more confluence. It's nothing too interesting for me, at least yet, right? I want to see a very prominent, not interesting, not interesting, not interesting. We're getting near 8 a.m. Not interesting. Sweep of a high, but no down, close candle. Okay. Okay, nothing interesting here, nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting going on. Okay, nothing interesting going on. Nope. Nope. That is just a break of structure. Okay, hold on. If we actually bottom like this shit, that's good. Nope. Is there anything else down here that could possibly be useful? Is a low down here? Nope, this is just a random fair value gap. Nothing too interesting. Nothing going on too interestingly. Yeah. Nothing interesting at all, my friends. On the 5 minute at least going on right here. I mean, I'm already outside my trading hour. I'm like, okay, I'm not really interested in trading at this time. Maybe wait for Asia. Nope. I wouldn't really want to trade this anymore, honestly. It's pretty impractical to be here. Okay, there's no displacement, nothing interesting there, nothing interesting. Make a low. Looks like price is definitely attempting to rebalance this whole move up right now. Nope. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Sweep of low. Not really the strongest rejection block I would trust, but just gonna mark it out. We swept this low. We get a bullish close up. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to trade that, but okay, never mind. Looks like there is a large amount of orders resting here, but honestly, I think you would have been stopped out. I don't know, maybe you could catch this long all the way up here. I don't really think that's a solid rejection block, but looks like I'm the one being humbled. Looks like it was a good rejection block. Holy shit, bro, what the heck? There's no way we're gonna push those highs, bro. Asia! Okay, cool. I'm back in. Back in the game. We're just gonna let this run, see what happens. Asia open. Cool. Price is literally pushing to the internal highs I had not expected it to do. That being said, let's see what price does. We have a sweep of anything. I'm just going to start marking out these highs and lows, bro, because I feel like I'm going to get confused with them. Nope. Get a low here. High and a low. Okay. We sweep that low. Okay, we do have a potential rejection block here. We're only going to be doing 8 a.m., 6 a.m. No, fuck this shit, bro. I said I was going to do this, bro. I don't know why I keep tossing out, bro. Honestly, mate, I really don't know why I keep tossing out. We did tap into a PD array, which is that for value gap. Possibly take longs off this hoe. Let's see what price does. Copy the price. We're doing it, boys. We're going to do our first ever trade. Might go wrong. Who cares, honestly, at this point? Let's see what price does. Do we ever tap back in? That sucks if we do not ever tap back in. There you go. Okay. Already, I can tell you we're already not looking so solid here. I mean, definitely I would have been stopped out. Forget about that. So, price... Oh, you know what? Why'd I put it at the equilibrium, bro? Whatever. So I was going to do aggressive. So I was going to be aggressive with it. Let's see. How far did price push up? Not bad. I said I was going to be aggressive with it. So I really don't know why I didn't actually end up being aggressive with it. That's on my fault, so whatever. Price did push to a 3R with this, okay? This is considered a rejection block. We swept down internal liquidity on Asia. Price pushed a significant, not a crazy amount, but a significant amount. So there's that. Waiting for the next one, and we're going to be aggressive with it again. Ignore everything here right now for a second. Not interested, not interested. Ooh. No, sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay. We sweep this low. Right here. Rejection block. What else did we sweep? We swept this low. As well swept this low. No, we didn't, but got pretty close. So this is going to be a rejection block I will consider taking a trade on. We're going to do just 1-to-1 Rs right now, okay? We'll just go based off that. We're going to do one contract. We're just going to go based off 2 position sizes. Save that. Okay, let's see what price does. Limit order is hit, and you are already most definitely... I'm going to just go and close the position because that is actually just a simple 1-to-1, if not crazier. You could probably target up here. Not going to get greedy with it. We're just going to consider that the trade. You could have held that long right there. Holy this is sauce, bro. I need to find more executions though. Let's see. We're just scavenging around. This is already 7 p.m. It's very rare if you see genuine rejection. Yeah, I thought I saw one for a second, but low. Okay. Please sweep a high. Yes. This is considered a rejection block. This looks like a down candle. Not the strongest one, so we could say this isn't really the strongest one right here. Did we reject something? Did we push off something? Did we push off the equilibrium off this fair value gap would be the ultimate sauce? No, but we are pushing into this PD array, okay? I mean, you already would have been hit, so forget about taking this trade, but... yeah, forget about it. Aggressive. Looking for a simple 1-to-1 RR with this. Let's see what price does. Okay, how far does price push down? I would probably say target the fill of the untouched fair value gap at most. There you go. Oh my god, dude. I just hate thinking about, okay, I found sauce, but then later on, like a month later, I'm just gonna be like, dude, I'm lost again. That's what I'm scared of, bro. That's honestly the only thing I'm really scared of. Thinking I found sauce just to get completely humbled. And when I tell you guys this idea of getting humbled has happened so many times, it legit has happened too many times to count, bro. Like, Nothing interesting. Rejection. There's a low. Nothing crazy here. There's that low. There's that high. Broken through. Nothing interesting. We just make a low. Place further higher. Rejection block. Okay, right here we sweep liquidity. I'm not liking the idea of a... We do get a down close candle, okay? So we do get a down close candle, but I would have ideally liked to see price push a little bit lower, make it into a pattern. There you go, yes. So that, regardless, is not what I wanted. Pattern. That being said, okay, we see price push up significantly. I'm looking for a down close candle. Nope. Let's see here. This is a down. I'm so stinky. I'm so sorry. Okay. Nope. 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 Holy moly. If this was a up, it was close. It was very close. Low, high. Sweep of a high, low, high. And then we see price take out this high. Nope. The sun is still up. What the heck? I looked outside. I was like, why is the sun still up? Nope, nothing interesting going on here. This is London Open. The volatility just went crazy mode right now. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Daddy wasn't paying attention. I'm just going to literally open a market. I'm going to put an order in. Yeah, I'll just buy the market right now. Place the order. We're going to do a buy. We're going to do none of them, just a market. We're going to do 2 contracts. Idea is, okay, pretend I went longs off this. This is London session. I would literally just be taking a trade off to here. And then take profit. Stop loss is set to 10, just for now, just as jokes. Take profit set to 41. So the idea is, okay, well, we have a up close candle. We swept out this internal low down here. I would have liked to see a little bit more confluence instead of just one internal low being swept, but whatever we swept, ideally, is very strong. Do we have an order block, maybe? No, we kind of do, not really though. Alright, let's see what price does. Okay, we get really close to being stopped out. I'm likely saying, oh my god, that is insane, dude. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. Okay, well, whatever. 1 to 1. Let's see if we are able to target anything higher up here. Fucking god, dude. I'm getting actually really pissed off right now. I'm getting really pissed off of how well this shit's working out, dude. Oh my god, I keep skipping. I keep skipping too far. I need to actually pay attention. So we have a high, we have a low. That is not a up close candle. We see price does take out this high. We see this low. We see this high. Nothing interesting going on right now. I would like to see a down close candle. We have a sweep. Did not really take out anything. That low was already taken out. Not really interesting here. We have a high, then we have a low. Paying attention. Play at that one. Didn't end up working out. We didn't really sweep anything here, so not really too interesting. Okay, price continues lower. We're back in this rejection block. Very important to note out. We're back into this rejection block. Let's see if price continues using it as an area of resistance. Holy moly. No, we're not. Sweep it out here. There's no fucking way, bro. There's just no way, bro. Bro. Whatever. Nothing interesting. Low, high. Okay. Projection block number 2. Sweep this low. I would have liked to see price tap into this PD array. This is the last move down before we broke structure. We did tap into this order block. We are in this order block. So rejection block right here to this here. And then I'm going to put a limit order right here. Copy the price. Obviously, not every single one of them is going to work. Like, obviously. But hypothetically, just going off this. Why aren't you letting me buy, buddy? There we go. We're going to be aggressive with it. We're likely going to see price fill us right away. We're just going to target this 101 right away. see what price. Ooh, I forgot to put my stop loss. That is my fault. We're just going to close that. Yeah, so these are going to be very, very difficult to spot the good ones and the bad ones. Ideally, I would have just been stopped out there. Would have not lost that amount of money. But whatever. Rejection block has failed me. Whatever. Price is clearly pushing to some type of area of liquidity. Nothing too interesting here. Yeah, nothing too interesting. There you go. This is another rejection block I could definitely take. Holy moly. Forget about that one. We're going to just do a aggressive short there. Place the order. We're going to do 4 contract. Oh, wait. 1. Price there. Sell. Sorry, that's why. Okay, so I have my sell order there. Stop loss will be set to... I don't know why it does this every single dang time, dude. 10, just in case. Okay, hello? Oh my god. I swear it pisses me off. Should not be this hard just to put a stop loss, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Jeez. Alright, so we're taking a short. Let's see if price ever hits my order. There you go. There's your order hit. And there is that 1-to-1 already hit. So we can just close out of that. Stop loss set here. So we profit is set there. Could have targeted. Let's see how far we push down. Okay, we only really pushed to a 2RR. Cool. We still basically pushed to a 3R. So this is the farthest we went down. And then price proceeds to the stop loss area. Right here. No. Nothing interesting here. It's just a low. Okay, I'm paying attention here. Nothing interesting. I'm looking for a down or up. Okay, now I'm looking for an up close. Okay, up close candle. No, we see price. Now I'm looking for a down close candle, but with a sweep of liquidity. Nothing crazy here. I'm looking for an up close candle. Okay. I don't know what is really going on here, but price is really just, this is going towards market open. So this is all during one session, dude. Holy moly. Okay, paying attention. Okay, right here. Holy, we sweep pretty prominent area of liquidity. Down close candle, rejection block. Set right there. We're gonna do an aggressive one. Let's see what I'm gonna do this right here. Do a sell. We're gonna do a limit. That's not what I'm gonna do. Okay, right here. Short. And just a simple 1-to-1 right there. Oh, I forgot about my fucking stop loss. Stop loss. 6:20. This is Friday, January 3rd. I just want to make sure that we're not being faked out right now. 6 o'clock. Okay, we are. Swap liquidity. I was expecting price to respect this. No, it does not. Price completely pushes up and rejects the opposite of it. So, okay, cool, whatever. Nothing interesting. Not a big deal. Nope, nothing interesting here going on. Okay, right here, this is not really considered a rejection block. We did just sweep out current session. We could probably look into higher confluence, but ideally, I don't really think this is going to be considered a rejection block. I mean, this looks like this is 65, and this is, yeah. Whatever, we'll just do it for the science of it. I'm not going to consider it because I don't really like it, but it's going to be just a simple 101RR. Let's see what price does. Never comes to grab me. That's mean. That's mean. That's really mean. That's really, really mean. Whatever. We can't just go off of liquidity sweep, but that would be really retarded. Continue, 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 continue. Nothing interesting going on. We have that low and that high. Okay, we have this. Nope. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Regardless, wouldn't really want to take that. Whatever. Take that out, bro. I'm looking for a down close candle with genuine confluence. About, bro. I'm not going on the 1 minute, bro. 1 minute is gonna look like hell, dude. I already know it. Did that other trade happen? Boy, I'm so stinky, guys. Sorry. Nothing interesting here. Alright, we'll consider this a rejection block. We sweep liquidity. So what did we sweep? We swept out this low, and then we as well see that wick turn from bearish to bullish. Alright, so I'm going to go and be aggressive with it. Stop loss right there. We're going to do this. We're going to do 1 contract. 2 contracts. Jeez, you're so mean. And then we're just going to do stop loss. Oh my fucking god, dude. Jeez, bro. We're in. My take profit, I think it's already been hit. Fun fact. Yeah, okay, so we already hit the take profit. Oopsie daisy. We're just gonna close out of this. Ideally, how far do we push? Would have been either way pushed up higher. And that's a rejection block that does end up. I mean, we might as well push this high, right? Might as well. Might as well. There we go. So this rejection block actually gets pretty used oftenly. We get once, twice. There it is. You could have held. At this point, you might as well hold up here, right? Yeah, could have held up there. Cool, whatever. Gonna continue. This would have been a win right here. Okay, do we have some type of liquidity at this high? Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Is this a area that we swept at that down close candle right there? Nope. No, nothing interesting. Why? Because we did not sweep liquidity. If we swept this bullish candle being replaced with this red, I would have been like, cool. But not really. Okay, hold on. Do we sweep a high up here? What's going on? We swept this hourly high. I don't know if I could use this as a area of liquidity, but it is pretty cool, though. Alright, I'll take it. We swept the high. We swept liquidity. Do we have to tap into, like, some PD array, too? Not really. The yes, choppy. Alright, whatever. We swept liquidity. We're going to consider it. Take it. We'll take it. We're going to be aggressive with it. Place the order. Short it. 2 contracts. Oh, my God. 2 contracts. Bro, I swear that shit pisses me off every single damn time. 1 contract. Throwing 2, bro. Don't be shy. I'm throwing 3 as a matter of fact. I'm confident. Guys. Alright, no, huge displacement. Cool, whatever. I guess that internal liquidity was not cool enough. Whatever. Okay, we're back into this zone here. Habibi, why did you redeem it? Why? Why did you redeem it, Habibi? Why, Habibi? I told you, Habibi. Alright, lock in, nigga. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Sin is coming out of me, and I need a way to get rid of it. I'm sorry, guys. God. That's not funny, bro. That's not funny. I'm sorry, dude. I really am a fucked up person, dude. I'm tired of myself, bro. I feel sweep of the road, happiness, displacement to the upside. There's a no. Nope. 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 What the oh, this is New York. We didn't really sweep liquidity, so crazy that this is Sydney. I'm not even gonna bother. We'll bother now though. Right around here. Okay. There's that low, there's that high, there's that displacement to the downside. If we get a bullish candle here, nope, we get a bearish candle, not interested. Do we sweep some type of liquidity? No, but we do end up actually respecting this kind of, not really too interesting in my opinion. There's that low, okay, there's that displacement further down. Nope, 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 nope. Jeez, bro. Nope, 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 nope. But you do tap into this PD array. Not really the most respected though. Okay, nope. Jeez, bro. Give me something. Not like this. No, that's not really that cool. Hold on. I wasn't paying attention. Fuck, bros. Wait. Never mind. Nothing. Yeah, never mind. It's something crazy. I actually forget about it. Does it get pretty respected, though? We're pushing back in there. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Talk about seeing nothing for a while, dude. Oh my god. Shit. Oh my god. Jeez, dude. Okay, hold on. Rejection block, we sweep out internal liquidity that has not been swept out yet. We have this low, we have this low as well down here, gets swept out. What else do we have? That's honestly all the confluences to this rejection block. We're going to be aggressive with it, just for the fun of it. Place the order, we're going to do buy, we're going to do entry prices there, we're going to do one contract, yes. I mean, nah, sorry, not yes. Whatever, take profit, stop loss set down here. Obviously, I'm not going to be risking $1 million. It's stupid. My god, what now, bro? One contract, bro, down. Take profit. Yeah, would have been hit. Cool. Injection block, stop loss set there. Take profit's going to be set to a 1-to-1. Maybe target this area of liquidity if you really want. If not, you could target probably these possible highs up here. See what price does regardless. How far do we push? And price does push up to there. Cool. So there's that other rejection block. Not a rejection block. I'm probably looking at this down close candle because we already swapped it with this move up. Holy bottom weight, dude. Jeez. Hey, playing bangers out here, bro. Damn. Yeah. So I guess more internal liquidity means more possibility of it being respected. Nothing interesting. There you go. Why is doing okay? So this is only one area of internal liquidity being swept, but we do have a tap into a PD array, which is actually a IFEG, as well as a fair value gap. IFEG ranging from that. It's being respected. I'm liking this trade. I'm gonna wait for price to go ahead and tap into this PD array. Oopsie daisy. One contract on the US. Entry price is there. Just good stop loss up there. I'm not gonna. Pisses me off when it does that, bro. Oh my god, whatever. Oh, we never got that fill back in. Yeah, that is most definitely gonna stop me out. Yeah, we got stopped out. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, it looks like price never tapped back in and then proceeded to take route before we ever continued. We rejected off this for value gap. Whatever, right? So we get this low. Didn't really sweep anything. We get this high. Not really interesting in my opinion. Whatever. Low. Nope. Ooh, bless me. Hi. A high and a low. Nope. 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 Yo, I don't know if y'all listening to the music I'm listening to, but I'm listening to Peak right now, bro. Yeah. Nope. You know, this low, this high. We see price make this low, then this high. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Change, yo. Let's go back here. Okay. Okay. Displacement. By the way, this right here is power of three. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. The most clear is power of three, right? We see the slow, it gets manipulated, and we break structure, but then we immediately display. This is like the most beautiful example of power of three. We manipulate it, and then we distribute it higher, okay? That being said, we have this low, then we have this high mid. See, this is London power. So here's that push back into that. Not really interesting though. Price did push exponentially off of that. That's very interesting. Yeah, geez, talk about a strong order block. 15-minute. Hell no. Fuck no. Hell no, bro. Yeah, I'm not trying to trade any of this actually. Okay, no. That's interesting. Nope. 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 Okay. Jeez. Finally. No, wait. Nope. Okay, finally, actually this time, yes. We have a sweep of a low. Okay. This is my rejection block. Now let's see what price does. I'm not caring about PD array, whether I'm premium or discounted in price. We're just going to do one contract, and we're going to do that. Save that right there. Make sure that's correct right there, actually. Make sure that is perfect. There we go. We're going to go and do a stop loss set randomly. Obviously, we do not care. My stop loss will be set down here, though. So we swept this low down here. That makes me very interested in this trade. That's why I'm trying to take this trade. Obviously, I'm not risking $2 million. It's pretty dumb. Only risking 275. Take profit is set to 1. Just for now, we're probably going to target these highs up here. I mean, ideally, if this trade is going to work out, I'd rather target these highs. Nope, we get instantly stopped out. But I'm heavy on these buts. Now I'm presented with this other rejection block right here. We're going to do this. Buy. Limit order set there. Push price set there. 1. Stop loss sets. Whatever it wants to do. Oh. I mean, yeah. Obviously, I'm not trading at 2 in the morning, but whatever, right? Whatever. Okay, let's continue. Looking for a down close candle. Not really interested in any of that. I really can't tell you because no trader, this is 3 hours ahead. 6 a.m. No one's going to be trading 6 a.m., right? Let's see what price does. We see price make that low. High. Is that a up close? Yeah. High and low. Okay, we see price make a okay. I think. Yeah. Rejection block. I'll explain. We swept out this high, but we swept out this high up here, so that's pretty important. We are in a very discounted, I guess if you want to add up discounted shit, we're in a very discounted area. Place the order. We're going to go ahead and do this. Stop loss set there. 1. Entry price set there. Stop loss. I don't care what it's going to say. I'm not risking 1 million. Again, please, for the love of God, stop saying I'm risking 1 million. Take profit, whatever. Okay, this one did end up working 1-to-1. Cool. Even hit the equilibrium, so you could probably hold longer. If you do want to hold longer, at least, I guess. Probably hold, I don't know, wherever you want to, I guess. Doesn't really end up working that great, though, but looks like it did push to at least a decent. Unless you obviously have your limit order there. Cool, that's a very strong push. There's just many times where price doesn't even hit your order when you rely on the equilibrium, which would suck, right? Because who wants to see price move in the direction that you, I don't even know what I'm yapping about, dude. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what price is going to do here. Oh, let's just move this over. We didn't really strip out anything prominent. Nothing prominent swept here. Nothing prominent swept there either. Now we're seeing rejection. Nothing prominent. Nothing cool. Nothing prominent. Nope. Nope. I would have loved to see a high swept. We don't get that. Nope. Nope. Okay, I don't know what the diddy just happened, but no, this is going towards market open. Go, let's see here. Okay. Whatever, I guess, right? Whatever. This could be considered liquidity. We just swept a random session low. Sticking out. Okay. If we do have... No, I don't think we are, but the idea was if we have some random high up here, which I doubt we have. I think we're just rejecting off some random fair value up, so not really too interesting in my opinion. Let's continue. There's that low. There we go. That's a rejection block. Swept this low right here. Let's be aggressive with it. Be a good girl. Be a good girl. Come on, rejection block. Be a very good girl. Be a very good girl. Stop loss is set there. Whatever. Take profits. Da da da. Yeah. Trading is very boring, bro. Trading is so boring. Oh my god. One NAS contract. Oh, this is a big risk. Oh, holy. Oh my god. I'm not a big fan of this one, but whatever, right? Okay, we're just going to continue like if I never saw this. Nothing interesting here, nothing interesting there. We see price make that low. Okay, nope. Okay, now you have another rejection block here, right? We sweep this low down here. So now you have this one up here. I wonder if we could do that actually. Can we make two orders? Buy limit, sell contract there. Oh, I could do that. Cool. I did not know I could do that. I have two rejection blocks on the screen right now, so it's kind of chaotic here. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, one contract. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Stop loss on the first one, whatever, right? Okay. Let's see here. Sweep. Low and high. Displacement. I don't know if I want to consider this a rejection block, but for the science of it, I'd have to look at January 6th. January 6th. I'd have to see whether it's actually just a tick or not. January 6th. Around here, 6 a.m. What am I looking at? What time frame is this? 9 a.m. Right here. This is a rejection block. Not the strongest one, but regardless, we're just going to go with the flow. As a matter of fact, I don't even have to do anything crazy because I literally just press market open. What the hell? Oh no. Shotty, come down here, bro. Oh my god, bro. And take stop loss, bro. Oh, am I taking a... Oh, okay, cool. You saved me from nonsense happening. Yeah, I put buy. I don't know why it's not letting me trying to... Oh shit, I guess I didn't. Not a big fan of this one, but whatever. Obviously, you're already in this trade. Would have been... Yeah, looks like you guys stopped out. Now you're in this other one, okay? Now you're in this other one. Let's see what price does. Stop loss. Woo! Talk about P&L curve. Holy moly. So, there's definitely something you need to do here. Definitely got some work to do, whatever. Okay, let me just do a little recap, because we just went down a lot of shit, right? So let me start off with where I started. This one, there was clear... I mean, it would have been stop loss, but price did proceed higher. I mean, why would you want to throw your stop loss, like, down here, right? I guess. Could have held pretty long if you didn't get stopped out. Could have held really, really long. What did we target? I don't know what we targeted, bro. Just some 1 minute week structure? Whatever, right? I guess. Again, rejection. Not a big fan of this rejection, though. This one's a fair stop loss, in my opinion. Let's see if price ever hit that. Yeah, we do end up hitting it later on. Going literally later on. Going literally. This is a swing fucking trade if you're gonna take that. Whatever. Right around here though. This one you could say confidently it did push a good significant amount. This one right here definitely did push a good significant amount too. This one did get filled, and we did push a good significant. They're everywhere, bro. They're honestly everywhere. So we're just gonna continue. I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. Fuck, bro, guys. I just started doom scrolling for like a couple of minutes. Not too much. I was able to snap out of it. You know, it's like that one fucking what was it? Fuck. It was that Fox. It was that Fox movie. I forgot what it's called though. Like the cartoon one? Not a cartoon one. It's like stop motion one. What's it called though? Hold on, how do I? Oh my god, what was it called, bro? Whatever. No, now I'm actually curious to find it out. Dang it, bro. I don't know why it doesn't let me click up here, bro. I don't want to end it though. Come on. Yeah, what if I just control Alt-T? No, shit. I don't want to control T. There we go. It was a Fox stop motion. Mr. Fantastic Fox. There you go. And it was this Beagle guy. It was Mr. Fantastic Fox. And then Hypnosis. Where's the guy? This guy. When he looks into the screen, he's just like that, bro. This is how I feel doom scrolling, bro. Just like completely lost, bro. This movie is a 10 out of 10, by the way. It's actually really good. Would recommend watching. Not just for the TikTok moment where he's like, I don't want to live in a hole anymore. The hole makes me what else he says. Anyways. I've decided I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to stick to what I said regardless. Even if I see it's unprofitable, I will mark out the profitable ones that are. I preferably have seen that any strategy is profitable, right? Any strategy is profitable. Any strategy is profitable. Oh, shit. Daddy was not paying attention. Daddy was not paying attention. Rejection block. We're just going to see what price ends up doing. Ideally, I'm not a big fan of this one, though, but ideally be something like this. I would have marked this out if I could, but I did not, so it's too late. 1-to-1 RR. Let's see what price does, though. Does it push? No, it gets stopped out, so regardless, this would have been a stop loss here. Whatever, right? So, one thing I've been noticing is that when we sweep double internal liquidity, it's pretty strong. I miss her so much. I literally am aching to see her again, bro. You know, there's just that person in your life, bro, that you see every now and then, and you just completely forget about everything for a while, dude. And I think that's the best feeling ever. Just having that person with you makes you feel so at peace. And that girl, to me, is the most beautiful. Not because of how she looks, she's beautiful regardless, but mainly just because just seeing her smile and just seeing her so happy, seeing her at peace reading her books, just seeing her just be her, bro. Just seeing her be her is enough for me to just squish her, bro. Like, she's just so adorable. Anyways, okay, rejection block, yes. Not the strongest, but there you go. Rejection block. Place the order. We're gonna do sell for take contract. This one is pretty solid. I don't know what happened. Why is it not letting me do it? Hello? The fuck? Place the order. We're gonna do sell. We're gonna do this and that. We're gonna do this. There we go. I don't know why it's all the way down here. What the heck? No. Oh, because I put market. Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, Bobby Chulo. Bobby Chulo. Stop loss is going to be set to 10. So right now, you know, just doing that or whatever. Oh my god, forget about it. Oh my, what? Bro, this shit pisses me off. Wow, I don't know why. Bro, what do you mean? Error with percentage field? Alright, whatever. We're just gonna pretend we're in it. Oh, shit. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Pretty hit the 101 yet. You're about to see my piano go crazy right now. I'm actually up 2 million now. I'm up to 2 million. Oh my god, how far did we push before price? We pushed a pretty significant amount. We were able to catch a 3RR trade if you were in this. Cool. I did not accidentally be up 2 million now. I'm accidentally up 2 million. I don't really know what to tell you now. Yeah, we're accidentally up 2 million. We up that 2 million, man. Tell you shit. Like, you know I don't play around sometimes, man. Whatever. I'm not really caring about P&L. I'm more caring about just percentage win rate. I'm not sure if P&L affects that, actually. Should have checked that. Yeah, it doesn't. I did not mean to be up that much. I mean, whatever, right? There's no way it's been 2 months I've had this account. There's just no way, bro. That actually makes me feel so Nothing going on around here. We do not sweep this low, so we're not a rejection block. I'll tell you what, though, we do not sweep anything prominent here. Nothing crazy. Oh, you know what? I was not paying. No, it's not really a rejection block. I want to say it's not really that strong. What's going on? Would you talk like that? Would you talk like that? Alright, whatever. Sorry, I kind of doom scrolled a little bit again. Back on each eye. That was fucking cringe as shit. My homie's at El Super, and I don't know. Okay, rejection block has been found, and it is a double internal liquidity sweep. So, based off what I'm saying, the idea is okay, we have swept double internal liquidity. This is Sydney session, so I really wouldn't want to take this trade actually, but just for the science of it, let's just see what ends up happening. All I'm going to do is just set my stop loss, and let's see what price ends up doing. We're going to do one. Let's see what price ends up doing. Okay, I'm pretty sure we already pushed to a pretty strong 1-to-1R. Let's see here. Have we? Oh yeah, we already pushed 1R, so yeah, we'll just close it there. That's where I'll probably close it. Again, so it's pretty interesting. Something I've noticed, the ones that do hold for a while and actually are pretty profitable are the ones that we actually end up sweeping a good amount of internal liquidity. So let's see how far price is able to push down. If I were in this trade, I'd probably just push down at most to this. Push it towards maybe this untouched for value. Yeah, looks like pretty much pushing it. No, price comes back up. I doubt. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'd probably just call it quits there. That he would most likely call it. I'm not paying attention. I need to stop. Oh my gosh, I was not paying attention. So sweep it low, sweep that. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting there either. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting again. I'm just supposing price is gonna pretty much fill this for value gap. Nope. Looks like price wants to make its way back up. I doubt we're gonna push to this low then. That's pretty much what I'm getting out of this. Yeah, there you go, stop loss. So you could have caught a pretty significant 3-to-3R. We did push back into the equilibrium, which is very interesting to note out. So there was definitely a large amount of sell orders resting there. So in terms of liquidity being more than just one sweep, it could be possibly added on with two. And, well, yeah, that. All right, so that being said, let's just continue. I'm looking for a bearish. I'm looking for a bullish move up. Yep, nothing interesting here. Okay. This one ideally would not work, but let's just see what price does. We push to at 1-to-1 RR. Just for the funsies of it, we're going to consider the trade because we just want to see. Why am I? Okay, there we go. Oh, that's why it's on you. I was like, why can't I hear? Oh, you guys want to? You guys want to cry? this girl. Hold on. This girl, man, she is just so beautiful, bro. Like, I'm just grateful, man. 7-11/25. Let me write down something. Man, this girl is genuinely crazy. Anyways, wait, what was I looking at? Oh, rejection block here. That didn't end up actually working, but regardless, whatever, right? Anyways, what was I talking about? This rejection block, I think I was trying to see whether it was going to be a profitable rejection block that I probably off data so far, at least, will not take. For contracts just for funds, I mean, fuck it. Why not 5? I mean, it doesn't even matter. We're literally up 2 milli. You know what's the best part? I really don't have to do this anymore. Five. Let's see what price does. Okay, and yeah, you pretty much talk about a win right there. Wait, does that? Okay, wait. As long as I'm in profit, is that still considered a win? Is that still considered profitable? Or do I have to set up? Oh, damn! I was not really paying attention to that. What does price do? It literally just hits a 1-to-1 R and then proceeds to your stop loss. We do not hit anything here. Nothing interesting. Again, you have this rejection block right here. And you're kind of paying attention to this one right here. Or you know what? I think you're crazy. Alright, you have this rejection block. We swept this low down here, I believe. Yes, we did. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? My dad just came in. I don't know what the heck he did. Okay. There's your fill. I'm probably just going to target, I don't know, this internal half an hour. Just going to put a take profit there. So this one would be ideally a better scenario. We sweep out 2 areas of internal liquidity, do 10 ticks take profit. Just going to do a 1-to-1 R right now. 1-to-1 R is going to be right here. Let's see what price does. Let's see, do we push there? No, price hits equilibrium. I do like the amount of buy we're just seeing, but I'm not liking the way we're currently. Wait, I took a buy. Why is it in profit? Oh, wait, no, I'm slow. Ooh, I did not mean 1,000. Hold on. Hold on. I did not mean that. No. So unless there's a huge displacement to the upside, will we see profit? But I doubt it. Oh, shit. No, that's why. Okay. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Practically the same thing. Ooh! No, stop loss. Sweep liquidity. Whatever, not really caring. Okay. Nothing interesting going on. Yeah, price proceeds to hit my stop loss. Instead, we have a sweep of a low. This is considered a rejection block. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to do place an order. We're going to do a, let's see here. This is going to do whatever for contracts. Wait for it to get hit. There it is, hit. And I can already tell you this is a strong rejection towards the opposite area that I expect it to go. Strong rejection. I mean, a strong rejection, dude. That is not going to hit take profit. Oh, shit. Oh my god, dude. 100, whatever. Never seen 100, but. Ooh, puta madre. Looks like price pushed up. It doesn't even matter. Okay. Rejection. Okay. Nothing interesting going on around here, TBH. Oh, my back is hurting, bro. My back is hurting. So no, we're just gonna shut up. Don't even talk, Daniel, because then you're gonna start talking about strategy hopping, and that's exactly what you're gonna end up doing, right? The idea is price is gonna reject off this. Jeez, this shit gets boring after a while. Look at. We do not have a sweep of liquidity here. Now I'm here for another hour waiting for my mom to finish. Can't even sit anywhere, says my friend. Yo, what am I listening to, bro? Okay, theory. How do we respect? Nope. What the heck? Oh my god, this song is so sad. It makes me want to cry. Alright. Alright, guys. Find a girl, but let it be a respectful girl. It can't just be any fish in the sea, alright? I'm not trying to compare girls to fish, but that's just the same. Once you find the girl that just makes your eyes lose consciousness, your eyes blurry every time you look at her because she shines so bright. This girl, we were at the bus stop together, and I looked at her, and just instant butterflies, bro. Like, legit instant butterflies, because I looked at her straight in the eyes, and I was like, wow, in my mind, I was just like, she's so beautiful, bro. Like, she was just so beautiful. She was just sitting there, and I was just intrigued. All right, we have the sweep of the low right here. Value gap, rejection, yada yada, order block, not an order block. Cut the price, and do here, and do more. Okay, there you are. There's your order filled. Order filled. I haven't seen a genuine top tick in a minute, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so my stop loss is set down here, and my take profit has already literally been hit. Doesn't even matter. Take profit is hit here. Let's see how far price pushes up regardless, though. Price comes back in. This is going to be considered a top tick towards the blended session. Holy moly, that is huge. That is respectable. Alright, so price did push a significant amount. I mean, a pretty solid significant amount. What time did this happen? What time did this actually happen? Towards London Open. That's very interesting. Rejection block, tap into a fair value gap. Price came back down. Respected that fair value gap again. As well as respecting that equilibrium. So that's the thing. You could just put your limit order at the equilibrium of these rejection blocks, depending. Okay, because most of the time, from what I've seen at least, look at what I'm getting. This guy literally just went to El Super to get a fucking Chobani. That's so sad. He put a thing, four of those stop things right in front of you. Oh my god. Alright. This one worked pretty well. We had a good amount of confluences, I guess. You had this internal low right here. This pretty big fair value gap. This fair value gap was made after we swept liquidity, which is pretty cool. So I think that's a very reasonable fair value. I guess we could use that as confluence, a fair value gap after we sweep liquidity being made. I think that's pretty important, right? If we see price make a pretty decent size fair value gap anytime, that just means we enter pretty strong order flow. Anyways, anywho, anyhow, any yippity deepity. Let's continue. So price did push pretty significant amount. Basically a 7R, by the way. Basically a 7R, if not more. Look at the way this just moves. Price did hit the equilibrium of this rejection block, which is very important. So hypothetically, if you did have your stop order at the rejection, I mean, you would have caught a pretty crazy RR trade, a 14RR, which is absolutely insane. Let's see here. This is not a area of rejection. Looking for a, yeah, not really interested in that. Low. So you have this up here. I would not consider it because it's not ideally a strong one, but let's see what happens. Price hits the price doesn't even hit. They're not gonna film that. There you go. Looks like you would have been stopped out regardless, but you do get a quote-unquote second rejection block, right? It's actually this now. I would not trust this either. Price hits the equilibrium. Unless you had your stop loss a little bit higher, I guess, right? Let's see how far it pushes down. Low. Yeah, not really anything too interesting. Nope. Nope. Okay, you have this sweep of liquidity right here. Not really too interesting though. Price does hit the equilibrium. Would have been stopped out regardless. So this one did end up pushing a significant amount, but it's not really that strong because, I mean, looks like you would have been stopped out regardless. Let's see what else we got going on around here, boy. Okay, right here you have this rejection block. We swept this high, and we do tap into this PD array, which is this fair value gap. So this one's a little bit higher probability. This is at London session. I'm not even really just throwing a market order right here. I'm not even awake, so I don't even know why I'm bothering to trade this, right? Yeah, I'm not awake here. What the heck is going on? What did I just do? Oh, I won a percentage on accidents, whatever. So the idea is shorting a 1-to-1 RR. I don't know what the heck just happened with my lights there. I mean, I really don't think it's going to end up working out, but... Humble me! Continue to humble me, Lord, like this, bro. So, rejection with the fair value gap, okay? Rejection block with what? The PD array of this fair value gap. Price hit the equilibrium perfectly. The 50% encroachment line. Does it push lower, though? Not really. It just really pushed to a 1-to-1. Not really too cool. I'm either looking for two things. More confluence, exact confluence, or, I don't know, for 1-to-1 and then 1-to-2s, 1-to-3, those really crazy top and bottom wicks. I haven't really found that many crazy top and bottom wicks, but it's going to continue. Nope. Dude, we're barely on the fucking second day, dude. I think it's ideal to just backtest like 100 trades. So when this number reaches 100, I'll be like chilling, right? Nope. 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 Forget about this. It is used as a rejection for a while, but so we do sweep liquidity. I think you're crazy. I'm legit listening to the pirate sounds right now, bro. Can we bottom wick? I mean, you already hit a 1-to-1 RR. We do end up pushing towards a pretty prominent 3-to-3 RR. What does that look like? I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Yeah, sweep liquidity on highs that have not been swept before, but I honestly don't really know what to tell you here. So this is now officially another rejection block that I will just pay attention to if it ever comes back up here. Copy the price, place the order. We're going to do sell here. So limit order. We're going to do one contract. Contract price right there. Limit. That's why it didn't end up working. Limits. Here we go. And then let's see if price ever comes back up here, which I doubt. But okay, price is really pushing higher now. Okay, we're getting really close there. Not ideally that close, but there you go. There. Oh my fucking god! Holy moly! So talk about a quote unquote top wick, right? I mean, geez, it's a pretty significant push down, more than I wanted. Accidentally more than I wanted, but whatever. Just call it off there, right? Okay, do we push lower? Yes, we do. Okay, now price is expanding here towards market open. That rejection block did get pretty respected here. I'm liking that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know the 5 minute, okay? When I tell you guys I know the 5 minute, broke structure here, retrace, broke structure again. We did not retrace prices, like we're going to push a little bit lower. Okay, we have a sweep liquidity. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I know the 5 minute very well. This is where you could probably expect price to slow down a bit. We just broke structure twice. Holy bottom wick. So these, okay, wait, how many trades have I done? I've only done 2. This is New York. I really don't expect myself to trade London. Honestly, only New York. Let's see here. Okay. Nothing prominent going on here. Nothing prominent. There you go. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And it's happened to a fair value. Yeah, this is another trade that we could possibly take. Towards the very bottom. We're going to go and do this real quick. Mark this out to where it actually ended up pushing towards. So this trade right here is a other rejection block that tapped into a PD array. And this is the area size. So we're just going to go and put a limit order right there. Copy the price. We're going to go and put 4 or 5 contracts, whatever. It doesn't matter, honestly. Just for the funsies and see what price does. There's your order. I'm already telling you right now that looks like a clear stop loss. Whatever, right? Oh my god, bro. Just dang it, bro. Just do it, bro. Just do it. There you go. I'm gonna be surprised if we get saved by this. There's stop loss set there. What I expect price to likely do is hit the equilibrium. Proceed the opposite way. So it is possible that at some point, you know what, as a matter of fact, let me see. It is possible at some point we push back up and then push back down, but I doubt it. What time was this? So we made this happen at 8:35, so I'm looking exactly at 8:40. 8:40. There's my tab back in. Yeah. Okay. I'm just watching here. Yeah, stop loss regardless, so that does not really matter. Looks like price wants to continue lower. Cool. We swept out this internal low, tapped in this PD array. I thought it was pretty solid, but I guess not. Continue to humble me market. Okay, we have this now rejection block down here. Kind of created equal lows. Not really the most coolest one. Not really the most interesting one. Mark this out. Copy the price. Place the order. We're going to do a sell position. Buy. Do 5 contracts. EX. I'm going to stop here. I'm just going to journal out everything I just wrote out. So I really don't want to actually lose myself. I think I already hit a 1-to-1. Yes, okay. Yeah, so I think I already hit that 1-to-1 right here. Let me just make sure. There you go. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in a minute. I already hit it, so we can just cancel this. Do a push hard? No, price proceeds to stop loss. Likely, yeah. Alright, I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to mark out everything we just marked out. So in a total, how many trades did we just take? We took 28 trades with a 53% win rate, which isn't, that's pretty bad. That's actually really bad. That's really, really bad. We had 14 winners, and let's just talk about what had the most wins and what had the most losses. I'm hoping it does not. Okay, cool. Wait, if I were to exit out, would this save? That's my question. If it saves, I do not mind saving this for later. If it does save, at least. I think you're right. So, start with the first one, right? The first rejection block I saw. Where was it? Which one was it? I think it was this sweep of liquidity right here. No, was it? Can't even tell you, bro. It's so much shit I wrote down. What is this, bro? What the fuck am I looking at, bro? I think it was. It was something around here. So I'm supposing price made a low, and we swept it. I think it was this. Yeah, we swept it right here. Price made this low. It's from here to here. Now, price did tap in aggressively and kind of push lower, but we would have been kind of stopped out. I want to talk about what happened here. We clearly saw accumulation, some type of manipulation. Then price came back down to manipulate lower. So this was just a sweep of one low, which was equal lows. Price kind of resisted. Price had resistance at this point. Would have been a stop loss, okay. Not gonna lie, would have definitely been a stop loss. Let's talk about the second one over here. Right here. This one right here, same thing. We saw price sweep this low. It was just one simple low that we swept. So it's not really that prominent, but rejection block right there. Looks like we would have been stopped out. Okay, cool, whatever. Swept one low. Let me look for the wins. Let's just skip to New York Open in Asia. Forget these. London, obviously we're not awake here. Looking for New York. New York right here. What did I mark out here? What the heck? I'm so confused what exactly. Oh, I marked out some high. Oh, this is what I marked out. Okay, we marked out liquidity sweep right here. This one was a loss. Right, price came back to my order. Regardless, stopped me out. Going towards market, New York, we didn't really see much. We had this one up here, but did not end up working out later on. Projection blocks, man. I mean, wait, let me do something. If I came back, it'd still be there. Okay, it would still be here. Yeah, I mean, rejection blocks, bro. They're very interesting. My old strategy was a little bit more simpler than this. Oh man, guys, where am I with trading right now, dude? Remember when I told you guys earlier, bro, that I was like, oh man, I hope this strategy I just figured out isn't going to be one of the similar things that I have experienced before, where I was like, oh my god, I found sauce, but then price proceeds to humble me, and then I figure out that it's not actually sauce, it's just me, like, having the straight excitement of seeing a win after a long time of losses. Do you guys remember that? Well, yeah, that's pretty much what we're facing right now. I can't even complain. Honestly, it is what it is, but jeez, man. The markets will humble you, bro. The markets will definitely humble you. That being said, I am going to end the video pretty much early here. I'm going to study some Proverbs so I can feel a little bit of enlightenment and call it a day after that. I will be back testing tomorrow. Dude, I really just... Right now, I need to really find a strategy I stick to. That is what I need to figure out. I really want to go back to my old strategy, but then, ideally, bro... When did I stop trading that shit? It was like last week, bro. Let's just go ahead and go back here. Like, my strategy is simple, dude. It's very simple. Let's go to New York. I doubt we would have found a trade today, but let's see what ends up happening. Alright, so my strategy is after 6:35, I want to see what price is currently doing on the 5-minute only breakup structure to the upside. Sweep the liquidity down here, nothing too prominent. Then we see price break structure to the opposing side. I usually let the first candle run. We let that first candle run. Price does the complete opposite though. I mean, on oh wait, that's why I haven't been trading ES. I'm like, why does this look so weird? ES tells me something else, right? So ES is telling me right here that we are actually in a downtrend instead of a uptrend. We break structure here, let the first candle run. I make sure price is not, we sweep that high. Still downtrending here, right? Break of structure. So I would have probably taken a long off this. Let me see if I would have. Yeah, I most likely would have taken a long off this because this area of retracement is size enough to where I'd expect price to push up, and we have an imbalance. But this was my RR for the trade. I probably would have taken a trade off this. I only take one trade per day. Let me pretty much explain the idea. So going towards pre-market, we see price had already broken structure to this low down here. Made this low, then we see price make this high. Manipulation right here. Looks like we manipulated very well. I mean, yeah, that's pretty strong manipulation right there. And yeah, pretty much after that, I'd probably expect, okay, we already broke structure once, we're going to break structure twice. It's very likely that price is going to want to retrace, right? And I think we took a loss. Yeah, we took a loss with this strategy. And then price does proceed to my take profit right away, which is absolutely hilarious in my opinion. But absolutely hilarious. Regardless, that would have been the trade I would have taken. I don't really see any other opportunity around here. You do get this possible short, fair value gap in a downtrend, biasing towards where I expect price to push down to. Besides that, bro, this strategy is pretty chopped as of now. Would have taken a short off this, which would have not ended up working out, by the way. What day is it today? What news? I didn't even check news today, bro. I'm so lost of trading, bro. I'm not giving up, but it's just like, I'm so lost of trading, bro. No news Friday. What the heck? No news Friday. That was weird. But yeah, I mean, dude, as a matter of fact, you guys are about to... Oh, I gotta pause. I just canceled my subscription for Apex Trader Funny for this brokerage. This is the official 9th account that I didn't blow this one, but who am I to have a strategy right now, right? I don't even have a fucking strategy, bro. I'm strategy hopping like crazy, bro. This is canon event, but I'm honestly debating on buying a mentor, bro, because at this point, I have lost path of where I'm headed with trading. I'm not giving up, bro, but gosh, I genuinely, when I tell you with the bottom of my heart, bro, I have lost path. Damn, bro. I really don't even know what to say, dude. I have genuinely lost path. Not giving up. I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with a fresher mind. Tomorrow's Saturday. Honestly, if anybody's watching this and just skipping towards the end to where you hear this message, bro, drop a comment on what I mean. Clearly, clearly the problem is I'm strategy hopping. I'm not sticking to one strategy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, folks. To be honest. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching, and see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and take time to reflect because I clearly know I am strategy hopping, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna take some time to reflect. I'm probably gonna play Fortnite, if I'm being honest, just to get my mind off trading a bit. Should not be doing that. Yeah, whatever, guys. All right, stay safe, guys. All right, not giving up. I'm just taking the time to reflect and rest of it. Rest for 2 hours. From 2 hours, it's insane. I know, but good night, guys. Hopefully, you guys are able to backtest and not make the errors I do. That being said, good night and love y'all, bro. Later. See you tomorrow.